Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's Hey, dude, get back.
Before Johnny and Amber, this was the case that shook the nation.
This child has been missing for 31 days and the parent has not called the police for help?
Today, we're highlighting the sensational trial of Casey Anthony. It started on July 15, 2008, when Cindy Anthony reported that her 2-year-old granddaughter, Kaylee, was missing.
Your daughter admitted that the baby is where? But the babysitter took her months ago that my daughter's been looking for. I told you my daughter was missing for a month. I just found her today, but I can't find my granddaughter. She just admitted to me that she's been trying to find her herself. There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
Looking for answers, the police went to interview the missing girl's mother, Casey Anthony.
Is there anything about this story that you're telling me that is untrue, or is there anything that you want to change or divert from what you've already told me?
No, sir.
Did you cause any injury to your child, Kaylee?
No, sir.
Did you hurt Kaylee or leave her somewhere and you're worried that if we find that out that people are going to look at you the wrong way?
No, sir.
And you're telling me that Zenaida took your child without your permission and hasn't returned her?
The last person that I've seen with my daughter, yes.
Casey quickly pointed the blame at Zenaida Gonzalez, the nanny, saying she must have kidnapped Kaylee. But this would turn out to be false, and Zenaida was quick to defend herself.
No, she threw me into this mess. I didn't ask to be brought into it. You think I would like this and be in the media? No, I don't like that, man. That's not my life. My life is done. Quiet, stay to myself with my kids.
Soon, investigators made several breakthroughs in the case. Kaylee was last seen with her mother on June 16, 2008. In October 2008, a strand of hair microscopically similar to that of Kaylee was found in the trunk of Casey's car. Casey was charged with first-degree murder. On December 11, 2008, skeletal remains were found in the woods near Casey's home.
With regret, I'm here to inform you that the skeletal remains found on December 11th are those of the missing toddler, Kaylee Anthony.
The trial began on May 24, 2011, and right away the prosecution painted Casey as a party girl who got tired of motherhood. Where had she been the entire month Kaylee was missing?
So we go through day 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No one knows where Kaylee is. And Casey Anthony is just gallivanting around Orlando.
I can't believe this lady, man. Her daughter was missing for that fucking long and she did not make a police report nor a call. It was putting the blame on the nanny and all this other shit. Now, I'm sorry, but... Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, but ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna not see my kid for a day or 2 days or 3 days without knowing where the fuck they at, or at least hearing their voice or talking to them to make sure they okay. Now, the mom says she haven't seen her daughter or her granddaughter. And that was sparked motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, everything to get blown the way it did. And she did nothing about it, y'all. Nothing. How can you be a parent and do nothing about your kid being fucking missing?
Captured on video at Target, captured on video at a Bank of America eventually. And there's no Kaylee Anthony on any of these videos. 30 days passed between the time that anyone but Casey Anthony saw Kaylee and when she was reported missing by her grandmother, Cindy Anthony.
Prosecutors pointed out that Kaylee's grandmother seemed much more worried about the girl's whereabouts than Casey did.
Cindy Anthony, again, inquiring about the whereabouts of her granddaughter, who had spent no more than a day away from her grandparents' home in her life.
Did she tell you her daughter was missing?
No.
Kidnapped?
No.
That she was looking for?
No.
That she needed help?
No.
Soon, more damning evidence surfaced. Casey's phone records showed that she'd been lying to police about her whereabouts during that month.
Brian Berner, the neighbor, sees Casey Anthony again, backs her car into the garage. And at about 1:30, 2:30 in the afternoon, asks Brian Berner if she can borrow a shovel.
During the trial, a software designer testified about the search history from the Anthony's home computer. In March 2008, someone had searched chloroform 84 times, and another scientist testified that there were shockingly high amounts of chloroform found in the trunk of the car. 6 weeks after the trial started, on July 5th, 2011, almost 2 million people tuned in to hear the verdict live, and the result shocked everyone.
As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1, we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
There was a ton of backlash, and the public demanded justice for Kaylee.
They had good, strong circumstantial evidence, but at the end of the day, it was circumstantial, and there was not just one strong piece of evidence that said something definitively.
To this day, Casey insists she doesn't know how her daughter died.
I find this to be shockingly crazy that they let this lady go. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even know what happened to her daughter. Like, you don't know what happened to your daughter, how she got killed. I mean, shit, all the little fucking smells and shit led up to you motherfucking knowing what happened to her, and you up here researching all the stuff you researched. I mean, come on now. Really? They let her walk free? Even though she was searching all this stuff and the evidence and all the smells and all this other shit and what, you know, the grandma said and all this and that. I know her family ain't fucking with her right now. She didn't cut off, I'm pretty sure, from the grandmama. Just because how she is acting about this whole goddamn situation.
Police chases and emotional courtroom moments. And today, we're going into the interrogation room. Let's recap 3 of the craziest moments from criminal interrogations ever caught on camera. Number 3, a bullet to the heart. During the 2012 Quebec elections, security officers heard a loud explosion and quickly escorted the premier-elect to safety. Turns out there had been a fatal shooting just outside the premises, resulting in 2 deaths. The shooter was identified as Richard Bain. He'd been planning to assassinate the new leader and, quote, kill as many separatists as possible. Police brought him in for questioning.
Why? That is the big question. I'm not obliged to talk. I should not talk.
Everything seemed pretty normal until the interrogation took a strange turn.
Your ultimate goal in that, was it to get Pauline? What will be the message that will be sent to the future generations?
Richard appeared to be having a heart attack or some other medical emergency, but the officer thought he was faking the episode to avoid questioning until Richard fell to the ground. Ultimately, Richard survived and was tried for the crime. He expressed remorse for his actions, but he was still sentenced to 20 years in prison.
See, he had a motherfucking heart attack from all that slime ass evil shit he was doing and almost goddamn died. But unfortunately he didn't, because he got life in prison. And I just think that's messed up for anybody who want to assassinate somebody for stupid beliefs or whatever they feel they need to be the one to make the judgment call on someone's life, when clearly you're not the motherfucking person or spirit or high power to make that call, you know. And the shit just fucking crazy all together, seeing and hearing, you know, more. I mean, it's been going on for so long, so it's not like this is the first case or incident. I just feel like it's sad that people are still trying to do this dumb shit.
Number 2, voices inside my head. Some criminals try to play dumb to escape interrogations, but this mass shooting suspect took it to another level. Nicholas Cruz carried out the infamous Parkland school shooting in 2018, and right away in his interrogation with the police, he seems to be trying to build a case for insanity. Cruz kept telling the officer there were demons inside his head that told him to hurt people.
What does the voice say to you? Well, what does it tell you to do?
Burn, kill, destroy.
Okay, burn, kill, destroy what?
Anything.
And when the officer left him alone, he acted even crazier. His fake mental illness didn't end up helping him out much in court. Cruz pleaded guilty to all charges and is still awaiting his official sentence next June.
Now, if you follow me and you rock with me, you know I just did a story about some crazy shit like this where a human was trying to say the demons and all this other crazy shit in his body was trying to make them do this and make them do that, and That's why they did what they did. And there was a little boy, those teenager, who said Jeff or some crazy shit. Jeffrey, we just watched. If you watched my video from yesterday, where he was talking about made him kill his mom and shit. Now this is the same kind of situation, but unfortunately, the results is how it's supposed to be. Because these type of people don't need to be out if they got goddamn high spirits and demonic motherfuckers telling them to hurt and harm people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad to see most of these situations are young people. Half the time I feel like they begging for help, but the signs were just being ignored.
Number 1, Up and Away. And our craziest interrogation moment goes to Alonzo Perez, the triple murder suspect. After being chased down by the police, Perez was arrested and taken in for interrogation. Being alone in the room for too long, Alonzo decided to get creative. By twisting his arm enough, he broke free of the handcuffs. At first, expecting police to return at any moment, he plays it cool.
Hold on. Did they really? Yeah, I had did that for y'all to see. Did he really just try sitting there like he wasn't gonna motherfucking get caught? All you gotta do is look at the fucking metal band right there, and then the metal band right there isn't fucking gone. Like, bro, why you just sat there? He should have just got the fuck on out the way when he first did it. But let's see what happened.
For a while, it seems like nobody's coming for him, so he does what anyone would do. Alonzo was rearrested 4 days later and is serving a life sentence. And presumably, the police department quickly upgraded their handcuffs.
How in the fuck? Y'all see how he just twisted the goddamn handcuffs like it wasn't nothing and just fucking was out that boy, you know what I'm saying? And for him to be gone for almost a week, goddamn over a half a week, let y'all know, y'all need to tighten up. And yes, it said that they fucking, you know, got better handcuffs and shit. But how the fuck he was able to break loose like that? He just like twisted it and the shit just broke and came off. I thought it was funny that he tried to act like, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't fucking about to take off because he tried playing it all cool like he was still handcuffed and shit. But man, good thing they caught this guy because he got life in prison. He must have wasn't prepared for that because he couldn't escape that sentence.